Welcome to Get Roaring. I'm Rory Fancy meeting you here. It's time for some NHL franchise mode action with the Hamilton Ogres. It's been a couple weeks. Been a hot minute, I guess. Hold on, let me. Is that better? I don't know. We'll try that. See how that is. Alright. So we're 2-4-0. The owner wants us to win a Stanley Cup. Where is that again? I always lose it. There we go. Owner goals. I want us to... Sorry. He doesn't want us to win the Stanley Cup. He just wants us to get to the finals. You know, reasonable expectations. I think the owner's getting a little impatient, so... we'll see what we can do. I think that means that regardless of how happy Drysdale gets, or unhappy, I don't know. How is he doing right now? He's happy. He's not happy with his teammates for some reason. Anyway. He's probably okay because T-Bone is injured. So he's playing first line minutes, so we'll see. We'll see. I would like to... I'd like to put him on the first line power play, I think. I think I have Poitras on there. In fact, I know I have... No, I have... Okay, I have Drysdale. Good. Thought I had Poitras still. It turns out it's not that way. Walzer and Sergachev are fine here. Lalonde, Tolvin, and McMuffin. Neither of my power plays get any bonuses, though. That's mildly concerning, but, you know. Anyway, we'll start off by simming against the Sabres, who are 4-2-0. Kind of the opposite of us. A little transposition error going on there. We'll see how it happens. Crank her up to 8 times. Let's go. Have myself a Glacier Cherry Zero sports drink of unknown brand. It tastes like cherries grown on a glacier. Alright. Well, Robinson Ludwinski score, so secondary scoring to get it going for us. 13 shots on 2-0. Little power play action for Buffalo, but nothing doing. Mel puts one in, 3-0. Good stuff. Mangiapane gets one back for Buffalo. 3-1. Andre? Alright. End of the second, 3-2. So, we got the lead, but Buffalo snuck back. Power play. Nothing doing. Robbins gets one back. Gives us that 2-goal deficit again. Power play again. We got 33 shots on. 34, 35 now. Goodness. Positive. I'm happy with the increased offense. I'm good with that. I'm good with it, you know, us being on the attack. Robbins 2 goals, 0 assists. Mel 1 and Ludwinski 1. So we sweep 3 stars. Good stuff. The lower ranks are doing work. Happy about that. Alright, let's take a look at the calendar. Good win against Buffalo. Hopefully that turns into a bit of a thing. Let's zip ahead a couple weeks against Ottawa. Maximus Wanner? 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 Wene? I don't know. Let's take a look at him. Maximus. Don't know anything about him. 7th round pick. Doubt he has an X factor. Full career stats? Bakersfield. I think we're good. I think we're good. Who knows? That could have been the biggest mistake ever, but it didn't look like it. He had 24 points, but he was also minus 18. So. Mason Lori. What is going on? Let's take a look at this. Mason Lori is 29 now. A left defender. 4 something mil. For the next 3 years. I don't know enough about him. I say we scout him. They're probably trying to deal him though, so he's probably gonna go. I'm not overly sold without knowing his value, especially for a couple picks. Well, we're getting some wins under our belt. We're over 500. I'll take it. Alright, we're up to Ottawa. Let's see if we got more information. What was it? Was it Seattle? Still trying to sell Lori. He's the top 4D. 83 overall. Fits all defensive pairings. Not actually a bad idea. Let's see if their want is the same. So now they want a second and a third and a prospect. Interesting. Now that we know more about the player, it costs more. Let's see what Boganicki's about. Sniper. Second round pick 43. $62 at 18. Cappy is just a guy. I don't even think he's playing right now. So this is more. That is a second round pick, a second and a fifth, and random. Now the question is do we need somebody like Lori? Let's take a look at our defenseman for a second. Because right now we have Sergachev and T-Bone are the top. Walzer and Drysdale would be playing 2-3, and then Ald and somebody. Right? Right now it's Mahura or Johansson. So essentially it'd be somebody to play with Ald. But it wouldn't be a top 4, right? Like, Ald is going to be a top 4 eventually as well. So we'd be getting Lori to play with Ald on the third pairing for 4 mil for 3 years. I don't know if I'm overly sold on that. He could move up if we have injuries and such, which we do. He doesn't have great puck skills. Skating is decent, the defense is decent, the physicality is high, shooting is interesting. High power, low accuracy. Discipline is good, his poise is okay. But he's a top 4D role, and we'd be putting him in a bottom 2 position. But he does fit other spots. I don't really want I don't know if I need to, like, what about taking on 4 point something for the next 3 years? Right now it's okay. Like Sergachev and the London Walzer are coming up. Boganicki isn't even signed. I feel like he's a decent option. I'm like right on the fence here. So right now we have Sergachev and Drysdale, Walzer, and Ald. And then 2 randos. So right now, if we got him, if we got Lori would play with Walzer on the second pairing. Ald would get pushed down, which is a better situation until T-Bone is back. But then you would want Walzer and Drysdale, so it would be Ald and Lori on the third pairing, but then we're spending the monies. I mean, I could also just go for it and then deal them if I need to. I'm actually okay with this, because Boganicki is a smaller center, 5'9". He could be good, but I think I was going for maybe he was a gem? I don't remember. Let's do it. Let's do futures for Lori. He can play with we can go with I think our stuff is fine. Best AHL lines, it's fine. Alright. Let's get Lori in with Ald for now. Not the AHL, thank you. Or sorry, in with Walzer. And I think we'll put Ald here. There we go. But I do want to do on our power play. I don't think I want Lori here. You know what? Let's do Sergachev and Drysdale on the first one. And then we'll do Ald and Walzer on the second. Okay. Distributor. Let's change it to Lalonde. And we're still good there. Okay. That'll shore up our defense a little bit. Alright. Let's see how we do against the Sens. Brady Kachuk puts one in. Corpusalo's at net. Stützle gets another one. Power play for us. Nothing happening. I didn't even notice if it was a grudge match, but it could be. It is. In spirit. Always a grudge match with Ottawa. Always. Whether the game says it or not. You know. Well, 4-0 Ottawa so far. 5-0 Ottawa. Snack is in net now. Anstis puts one in for us. McMuffin puts one in for us. Goaltender change helped, I guess. Holvanen puts one in. Goodness, what's happening? Power play. Can we get another? There's 38 shots on. 39. 41. Goodness. 42. Power play for Ottawa. Well, we battled back a little bit, but Corpusalo got lit up. Brady Kachuk with 2. Thomas Chabot with 1 and 1. And Eggs got 1 and 1. We gave it the old college try. Okay, so he didn't get pulled. He got injured. That's different. All right. I guess we get Kolosov up. It always is weird, like when a player goes from the AHL to the NHL, and players in the AHL lose morale because the player left the team. And it's like, I guess, but also shouldn't you be happy that your teammate is getting a shot at the big show? Like, kind of weird. Best lines for Moncton. All right. Let's get back to things here. So Ottawa, I thought they were a pretty good team, but they're 4-7-3 this year. Maybe we should have beat them. I mean, we almost came back, which was kind of cool. We got Montreal up here. Let's zip ahead to Montreal. See what goes on. Well, 3 losses in a row. That kind of nixes everything we were doing. It's kind of unfortunate. I think we send Johansson down. Fine. Second rounded Barry for a 3rd and a 4th. I don't want to downgrade picks. Not now. Maybe during the draft. Good year for rookies. Very generic. Eggs! Why, Eggs? Why? Now here's where we become a little thin. I guess we can just put somebody in. I'm probably gonna bump them up, actually. Just because, you know. I think we'll move Anstis up. Robbins has been playing okay. Maybe Poitras deserves a shot. Man, our lower ranks had some good early games, but they're not doing much. Our fourth line, I think, is better than our third line. Anyway, we'll put Jeffries in. Air Boulay can play here. And we'll put Anstis up there. Poitras. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Yeah, maybe I put Poitras up here. For now. And we'll put Anstis here. Move Knack down, I guess. I don't know. You know what? Let's let Jeffries have a shot. Let's give him a shot. Defense. So, we're gonna go T-Bone here. We're gonna go Drysdale there. And Lori. Okay. Want to check our power play for a sec? Sergachev and T-Bone. I'd rather that be Drysdale. We can stick with Walzer and Ald. That's fine. Well, maybe Walzer and T-Bone? Or we go with another forward, maybe. I'll put Poitras out there. See how it goes. We're gonna put Walzer at the back. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I got two Poitrases. How did it even let me do that? Maybe I just stick somebody gigantic in front of there. Let's put T-Bone in front. Just for fun. You can take McMuffin's spot in front of the net for now. Let's see how it goes. Distributor Lalonde, finisher Tolvanen, puck carrier. Is anybody... We'll go with T-Bone. You can freight train it in there. Alright, we're in September? Somehow? Alright, I don't know. We seem very streaky. 9-9-0. Definitely a Stanley Cup contending team. Let's see how we do against Montreal. So far, not much. All right. Keep going. Reinbacher scores on Snack. 1-0 for Montreal. Oils, I guess. Robbins scores on Askarov. Pretty quiet game so far. 2-1 Montreal going into the third. Shots are pretty close. There we go. HB gets one back. Mel puts one in. First line doing work. Good stuff. Power play Montreal. Harvey Bernard gets one back. 3-3. Ludwinski scores. Secondary scoring getting in there as well. 4-3. 5 minutes left. We hold it out. Yeah, way to go. Good stuff. 3 stars. Mel 1-1. Reinbacher 1-1. And Ludwinski comes in with a 3rd star. He's been doing okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead to the Leafs down here. Okay, Eggs is back. We can shift things around again. I don't know how Poitras did with these two. He's a little better on the 2nd line than he is on the 3rd, but he's not quite good enough to be up there all the time. Lalonde really does not fit our 2nd line. McMuffin better at face-offs? Very much. I think we'll switch these two. Although I kind of wanted him to work on them. I think we need to win the games. So we'll put Poitras back in. Maybe? Kinda? Yeah, okay, there we go. Jeffries is not looking good. I think we put Knack back in. Let's do some roster switching here. We can bring out Beckman, that's fine. Or Foodie? Foodie might be good. There we go. This line is +2, so I think I'm going to leave them as is. Alright. Alright, go to roster moves. I think we can send Bolasov down. It's fine. Because I'm assuming they're not just going to throw Corpusalo like right in there. They may. We have like 3 days off though. Or I was a little injured there, I think. Why did they put him in? Why did they do that? Oh, this game. I just don't know what to say sometimes. It's like you have 3 days off and then your goalie's in there and the computer's like, I know, we'll put the backup back in after they're still injured. It's like, dude, I was trying to manage my lineup. It's like, I know better, but how often it does that where it's just like, let's put in the injured goaltender that just came back. How about put him on the pine for, you know, 1 more game and then worry about it later. Gosh. Okay. 1 game. That's all they had to wait. And they got 3 days off. Maybe. Is that where we were, actually? I don't know. Okay, maybe we were somewhere else, but it doesn't make sense. Like, rest them. Gosh. Okay, let's take a look at the draft class. I don't think we're picking up here, so like, where does it look like we could be picking? Do we have a pick? We might not have a pick, actually. Let's look at the draft board. No, we're not picking to the 3rd, so not really worried about it then. Shane Pinto. Jane Pinto. They have him in the bottom 6? 1 year left? I could deal with that. 30-year-old Shane Pinto. I think so. I'm okay with that for 2/3. I think we can send Knack down. That's fine. Maybe Anstis for now? I think we go with that. Let's see how that works out. If we need to do some shifting around, we can. I feel like that's a pretty good pickup. 2/3 for Shane Pinto. I mean, it's 30-year-old Shane Pinto, but should be better. Middleton? What? Why is this player being paid $9.5 million? And why would I be giving stuff for that? Jacob Middleton. There's no way that this player is this. $9.5 million. Okay. I guess we just put Mahura in, that's fine. Okay. Well, the Leafos are 15, 14, and 2. We're 15, 15, and 1. So very similar. See how we do. Bunch of shots by the Leafs, bunch of nothing by us. T-Bone gets one in on Wall, though. I'll take that. Well, 1-0 at the end of the first. Shots are about even. We'll take the lead, though. Power play. Mel gets one in on Wall, 5-on-5. The Leafs get a power play. Morgan Riley gets one back. Austin Matthews also gets one on a power play. Another power play for the Leafs. Kind of not surprising. Mel gets one back on Wall, though, 3-3. Klimovich, I guess. And Nylander scores, 4-3. We still have the big boys there. Can we get one back? No. Aturati puts one in. 5-3. Power play for the Leafs. And Pizzetta gets an empty netter, so... Mel gets 2 in a losing effort. Pizzetta and Nylander get in there with 1 and 1 each. Those 2 power play goals, they kind of killed us. Okay, let's go ahead to Buffalo. No? Okay. Corpusalo is still injured? Is he healthy? He's good. Okay. I think we're okay. Mason Lori's out. Alright, Lori's back. Yeah, we do. Nope. You were just injured, sir. Let's see what Farrell is about. I think I'll pass. Oh, we're trying this again? You're $9.5 million defenseman for 2 years? I feel like they should be paying me to take this defenseman. We don't even fully know if they have truculence. And they're rated an 82. Why did Montreal pay this money? And they're 34. Somebody paid that money. I don't know if it was them. Or when they paid it. Maybe it was like 8 years ago. Or 6 years ago or something. Okay. January. Let's see how we do against Beefalo. Is it a grudge match? Is it a grudge match? Grudge match! It is. It is. Alright, here we go. Grudge match time. McMuffin scores a shorty, but they get 2 back. Goodness. Goodness. Oh, the lawn gets one back, though. Bent scores, like, immediately. We're just 4 seconds later. 4 seconds. They took the face off and scored. What are we doing? Oh, goodness. Mel gets one back, though. Are they going to score in 4 seconds? No. T-Bone scores. Good stuff. We get the lead. We get the lead this time. Not just coughing it up right afterwards. Okay. Probably a good way to win a hockey game is not coughing up the lead on a regular basis. Power play time. Nothing doing. Shane Pinto, good stuff. Way to go, Shane. Get in on the action. 5-3. Good win. A little rocky, but we made it. T-Bone 1-1, Lalonde 1-1, and Shane Pinto 1-1. All kinds of Hamilton Ogres on the 3 stars. Good stuff. Got another... another matchup against team in the lower ranks to us, I guess. They're 14, 22, and 4. They're 4, 4, and 2 their last 10. We're 5, 3, and 2 in our last 10. So it feels like we kind of got the mix going okay. Let's take a look at our lines for a sec. Pinto's an 82, so it's not crazy, but could work well with Poitras, I guess. Is anybody like better on the third line? Foodie's a little better. Ludwinski's about the same. Alright, I think we'll keep it that way for now. HB's got 20 goals. Marc Days has got 30 assists. Mel's got 24. Good stuff. Colvin in 10 and 14. Seven and 22 and 17 and 18 for Lalonde. Lalonde is actually doing better than Tolvanen, scoring wise. I think we keep going with Tolvanen. I wish he would put more in though. He's on the second power play unit, so it's not like he doesn't have time. Okay. All right. Get a little time in here. And go to Ottawa. Had a couple matches against Philly. Ald is hurt? Could not be. That might not be good. I think we need to bring somebody up to replace him. We'll put Holmberg there for a second. For a hot minute. And let's get a defender up. And go with Villeneuve, I guess. Be fine. Defense. Him and Mahura can switch. Okay. Well, lost overtime win. The Ottawa Senators have fired head coach Matteo Stillman. All right, Ottawa's making changes. Lori is back. Good. Well, they both can do it. Mahura is a better situation for that particular defensive pairing. So let's do these two. Lori with Mahura. Weren't we down this road already, guys? Alright. Well, 22, 19, and 2. The owner is really happy, but at some point they're not going to be happy because we are just outside of the playoffs, behind the Leafs, and we're very behind the Red Wings. So we're trying to sneak into like a wild card spot. And the Lightning are ahead of us too. We're behind 2 teams right now. So we're not exactly, you know, winning enough to get into the playoffs, let alone get to the Stanley Cup final. I feel we made a couple neat little moves, but nothing massive. I would like to trade Colvin and to get a better scoring option on line 2, but it's pretty decent at the moment. Not really scoring enough though, only 10 goals. We need him to be up closer to 20. I mean, Lalonde is doing better than he is. I don't know. Ludwinski's been... Those guys, like Ludwinski and Robbins and them, the lower ranks, they've been doing what they can do. Every time we sim, they just seem to... One of them seems to show up down there in the bottom 6, which is good. Alright, good 3-0 win over Ottawa. Looks like their new coach did not help. Snack, 29 stops. Sergachev 2 assists. Lorai with 1. Good stuff. I mean, I could sort of look around and see what's going on, because we're headed towards the deadline. Let's go up to Montreal here. Roster moves. Ald is back. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we can send Villeneuve back. It's fine. And like that goaltender situation, we might as well wait till they're healed. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Who's better between these two to play on the second line? Definitely Pinto. So we're just gonna move everybody up. Berboulet can come in on the 4th line. Ludwinski. Gene Pinto. And McMuffin can go up top. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, Days is back. That's good. I will take that. Put McMuffin back there. shift everybody down. There we go. Okay. T-Bone, what are you spraining your ankle for, man? All right. We'll just bump everybody up one. Uhura can come in. Lori can go up. And we'll put Drysdale up there. There we go. Oh. We're playing. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, let's put Drysdale in the second one. Yeah, we can keep Lori there. That's fine. Why not? Why not? Okay. So we're like 3 weeks from the deadline. Hello? I don't know what's happening there. I was trying to do the thing, that thing. Does it just break when I do, like... I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Kind of looking for be nice to have a replacement for Tolvanen. Christian Kairu. Another Kairu? Alright. Yuka Levo. Interesting. Sniper? Interesting. Oh, second overall pick. They're gonna be hard to get. Walzer. Or T-Bone. Walzer in a first. Or T-Bone. That's a lot. Connor Bedard doesn't have any protection yet? Interesting. Not that we're going to be able to trade for him. Mel. Nope. Chicago has all sorts of stuff. Interesting. Second line forward, though. Interesting player, though. -19. Well then. Those are some values up there, aren't they? McQueen. Roger McQueen. What a name. Power forward, though, something we don't need. Coronado. Could be interesting. Forward line 4, though. Beefalo? Andrus? Would fit forward line 3 right now. Lalonde or Days. Turk is making big money. Turk is doing about the same as Tolvanen. Which is not a lot. Nicholas Jensen. What kind of player is he? Two-way defender new. Good old Philip Forsberg. Doesn't fit in our scheme. Not doing much better than Tolvanen either. And they signed Minchikov to like 12 mil. Woo! Big money. No move next year, and then no move, no trade. Interesting stipulations. No trades available. And never mind. Never you mind. Alright, alright. Let's do the opposite way. Let's do a little player search. We're going to look for forwards. Second line forward. Player type sniper. And we're just going to see what's available. Kind of some of the guys we ran into. Dawson Mercer. There's Paterka. There's Tolvanen. Ovi, what's up? Ovi's on the Oilers? What is going on? He's got 18 at 45. Oh, man. That would be fun. Dawson Mercer doesn't fit a thing. And he's got, was it 2 years left? Yeah. Obi's still making 7 mil at 45. What a guy. Some of these snipers ain't sniping, man. Like, I don't know what to say. Roy Terry's got a no move. Like, one of the most productive ones is Ovi at 45. I'm curious. Let's see what happens. I want to go to Edmonton and say hi. Poitras and Robbins, Pinto and Robbins, Owen and Robbins. Don't you guys just want some picks or something? I can't believe how much value Ovi has. 36, 12, and 4. I mean, maybe that has something to do with it. They're just good. Let's give it a little bit of a scout. Edmonton wanted everybody, though, so that's always a good sign. I don't think I really want to sell like all of our guys for a 45-year-old Ovi. I also don't know why they're trying to sell me Kakanyemi. Just not doing it. Mario again? It's okay. $27, $25, and 3. Let's take another check-in with OV since we're playing the Oilers. Stuart Skinner is still there with his mustache. Excellent. Did I miss him? He's still an 84. That floors me. Okay, like Jeffries, I think we can figure out. I don't think he's the majority of... Well, it's not a bad amount of the value. We need something similar to Shane Pinto? I mean, I'd say Tolvanen, but I'm kind of hoping to get both of them. Trying to get some depth here, you know? Like, what is Chicago's third? We don't need draft picks, right? Pretty much a Stanley Cup team, as our owner thinks we are. Okay, I don't think that's gonna go, but... I think we might be able to get over the hump with that. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're good. Best AHL. I can't believe Ovi is still an 84 at 45 years old. He might play forever. Lalonde is up to an 87. All right. That blows me away that Wolfie is still like amazing. All right. Oh, we need Ovi on the power play. I'm assuming he got Tolvanen spot. Yeah, 100%. Alright. Let's see how it goes then. Shootout win, nice. The Dallas Stars have fired head coach Peter DeBoer. Goodness. That's big news. All right. T-Bone is back. I guess we can send Holmberg down. Fine. All right. Kind of all over the board. We're still on the outside looking in. Now we're trailing the Red Wings, but it's by 12 points. That's going to be very difficult to make up. I mean, it's possible to catch the Rangers at 71. That's more likely. Alright, let's see how we do against the Leafs, and then we'll see how committed we are for the trade deadline. Owner wants us to go for it though, so I can't sell off. That might lead to bad things. All right, nothing happened in the first. Little power play for Toronto, nothing occurred. Power play for us, nothing doing. I was hoping for an Ovi goal there. Domi puts one in for the Leafs. 1-0. Power play for us. 5-on-3. Can't believe I couldn't get it done. Maybe I need to shift Ovi to the other side. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Toronto's just taking it to us with shots, though. I think they had a slow start to the season, but they're rolling now. Well, 1-0 win by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Snack 37, Dennis Hildeby 22 stops, and Max Domi with the goal. All right. Okay. Let's go conservative buyer. All right. Logan Cooley's available. Tim Stützle. Jared McCann. Oh, we got Sergachev up there for some reason. Seth Jarvis? Interesting. Something changed. Canucks trade a 2nd and a 7th to Nashville in exchange for S. Casey and a 4th and a 4th. Okay. Pittsburgh Penguins traded Ferraro and Mantha and Beliveau and a 7th in exchange for McLaren and Kettles. Somewhat curious what Carolina wants for Jarvis. Oh, we're on his no trade list. Yeah. I don't think I want Sergachev on there. I also don't want Pinto and Ovechkin. Put some like older rookies, I don't know. Oilers make a trade. Gonchar a second and a third to the Ducks in exchange for Zellweger and Forsberg. Okay. I don't have a whole lot of value kicking around that I want to get rid of. All our value is up here, and I want these people. I mean, I guess we could put Sergachev on there if we get offered something really cool. What are our wants, though? I'm gonna get rid of that. I know why it defaults for wants to turn off first round picks. It's so bizarre. Forward, let's go with second line forward. Let's see what we get offered. Okay. Kings trade a second and a third to Vegas in exchange for Kevin Ball. And a third. Kevin Ball? I don't know. Could be. Isn't that... I think it's Kevin Ball? Anyway. Soderblom and Hellison to the Oilers in exchange for a third, Gianta and a seventh. Oilers are loading up. They are getting things going, which is, I mean, I kind of finagled it. They wanted like depth players for Ovechkin, but I don't really want to trade Sergachev, but if we get offered something amazing, I'll take it. Anton Heinen and a 7 for, I think it was like Jericho or something. Yeah. A goalie, okay. No cool offers so far. Our block is relatively open. Panthers trade a second, Fenton, and a 6 to Ottawa in exchange for C. Gomez and a third. We're getting to the stage in the 2030, 2031 where the young players now are in the prime of their career. The players in their prime are getting older, and the old players are retired. So there's a lot of generated draft players coming up the bottom. All right. Pinto, Johansson, and Hunt for Jay Gamble that we know nothing about. I'll take a brief look. Were they a top 5 pick? 27th. No, not gonna do anything with a 27th overall pick that I don't know anything about. It's not happening. No, no, no. No. So far, not an overly exciting trade deadline. Although most of them are like that. They're like nothing, 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 something. The Blues trade F. Perreault and a 4th to Vegas in exchange for Owen Tippett. That's something. St. Louis getting involved, picking up Owen Tippett. I think that said Cale Makar has 74 assists. That's nuts. That is crazy. It kind of looks like the Kraken are selling off here. I mean, we have Sergachev up there, but he's on the last year of his deal, so I don't know. He's only 32. I figure we can try and re-sign him if he's okay with it. Panthers trade Jay Strome and a 4th to the Sharks in exchange for a 3rd in Larocque. G. Larocque. I'm not looking to do anything crazy because we did pick up Ovi. 45-year-old Ovi who can still score? I don't know. It's crazy. Thomas Hertl goes. Thomas Hertl, a 4th and a prospect. Looked like it was a couple prospects and something. The Oilers are running away with the division. Like, running away with it. It's weird. It kind of feels like with the deadline, the way it's structured, the way the time goes. I know the time ticks at a constant basis, but as soon as you get past 10 a.m. in this, it seems to accelerate. Because, like, if you have something going, then the time is just, you know, getting down to the crunch. This is an extremely quiet deadline. Extremely quiet. Uh-oh. Kings, Lambert, a 3rd, or Lambert, either way. Change for Akim and Rathje. Okay. Ryan Ufko. Interesting. "37-year-old Shipley." We have Ovi up there for some reason. He's probably part of our availables. Like, you can have that sort of a generic category. Well, doesn't look like anything's gonna happen. We'll run out the time though. See if it does, you know. Calgary's doing work. A third in kidney and a seventh to Chicago in exchange for Almquist and Piero Zabodal? Could be. Usual suspects and the points leaders there. Alright, what do we got? Pinto, a fifth, and Beckman for a second and a third. I don't really want to trade. Pinto. Like, what's it worth without Pinto? Trade alert. Lightning trade a second and a third to the Ducks in exchange for a Gaucher and a third and a third. Can we just get a third for Beckman? Alright. That's fine. Get back a little bit of draft capital. Not much, but it's something. Well, that was a wholly uneventful deadline, except for like a third round pick. But we got Ovi before that. So we kind of did our work beforehand, which I usually like to do because it's tough to do it under the crunch. But I'll take a third round pick for a guy in our AHL. It's fine. All right, let's see where we can get to. Apparently, Jamie Benn was really upset about losing Beckman. Let's set ticket prices. We need to set them lower. We need to sell some tickets. All right. Alright, let's try that. I think Ludwinski can go up. Oh, Poitras is just sitting there. That's not good. Mason Lorai is okay? I'm confused. Maybe I missed some announcements in there? Maybe I meant to do something about it, but I got distracted? I don't know. Anyway. Go with that. I'm gonna switch these two. Did Coach... Did it... I think we're okay. No? Oh, maybe Coach did best lines. Okay. Take a look at our power play just for a sec. Yeah, something happened. Okay with that. What? What is going on? What is this? Alright. So confused. Okay, we got McMuffin there. Let's get HB on the second unit in front. That's fine there. Actually, hold on. Let's switch these two. Ovi should be in his house. This should be HB, I think. Tolvanen can play the other side. Lalonde can play back here. And who do we have on the first unit? Drysdale and Sergachev. We can put Walzer here, I think. Put Walzer there. Fine. Finisher will definitely be Ovi. Distributor should be Walzer. Lalonde could be the puck carrier. Good stuff. And face-off formation. That's fine, I think. Alright. Let's try that. Let's see how that goes. So not great coming out of the All-Star game. Or not All-Star game. Great deadline. I'm good. Grudge match against Buffalo. It should be a grudge match against Buffalo. Let's do it. Come on, Ogres. A 5-on-3 to start. What are we doing? I got a power play. All that power play work. Come on, folks. Zach Benson scores. Kind of figures. Alright. Well, trading power plays. Nothing doing. More? We have to score on these power plays, people. We have Ovechkin. We have Ovechkin. That's on the second unit. But anyway, Lalonde puts one in. Good stuff. Way to go, Lalonde. Oh, power play for Buffalo. We killed that. Good. OT time? Overtime time? Yeah. Okay, shootout. Mel put one in. Good stuff to win. Gibson 30, Packard 29, Lalonde with a goal. Good stuff. We'll take the win, take the points. Okay with that? Alright. Is there any chance we're making these playoffs? We're 11 points behind the Leafs. Not likely. Okay, so we have to catch the Rangers. We need 5 points to catch the Rangers. We play the Rangers. We play Ottawa too, so let's go to Ottawa. And then we'll sim against the Rangers as well. Pretty much going to go to, I think, the end of the season through the playoffs and stuff. Well, depending on what happens, but if we make the playoffs, maybe we don't get through. If we don't, then we'll see what happens. All right. Shane, you okay? Okay, so Shane can go here. I think we do Poitras there. Poitras there. Thank you. And Robins we can put in. Maybe. There we go. That's amazing. Lalonde is having a great season. -10 is a little concerning, but... How's Ovi doing with us? 4 goals, 2 assists, and 6 points in 14 games. Not what I was hoping. He was almost close to a point a game in Edmonton, but he might have been playing with, like, I don't know, Draisaitl or something. So... not at the clip I was hoping for. Alright. But we do have a sniper now on the 3rd line. Okay, let's see what happens with the simulation here. It's kind of minorly concerning when the owner's like, we need to make the cup, and it's like, but the playoffs, that's the thing that I was kind of aiming for. Well, we did get wins in 3 of the last 4. 78 points. We're still 5 points behind the Devils now for the 2nd wildcard spot. That's a lot, considering we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. We basically have to run the table, and we need both. We need the Devils, the Hurricanes, and the Penguins to falter. We're behind 3 teams. This is going to be difficult. Ottawa's horrible, which always worries me, as having the DNA of a fan of a team that seems to always do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. I don't know if most teams feel like that, but... Greek scores on the power play after our chance. We had a chance on the power play and did not score. I also feel like we don't have a great coach for our players, but kind of the best we could do at the time. HB scores on Sogard. Makes it 1-1. Mel gets one on the power play, thankfully. But Ottawa gets 2 back in rapid succession. And to get a power play. 3rd period's winding down. Pretty much needed this. Brady Tkachuk gets this empty netter. Oh, it's not looking good, folks. It's not looking... If it didn't look good before, it's not looking good now. All sorts of Ottawa on the board. One of the worst teams in the league. Unfortunate. Alright, well... Not looking good. It's not looking good. The Leafs have locked it up. The Devils have 87. We're 9 points behind. The Rangers are in the same boat. We lost against Philly. Like, I think we just run it out. Because I don't think we have the... We'd have to win everything and everybody in front of us would have to lose everything. And we got an overtime loss against the Rangers. I may not have a job after this. I also think that the owner's expectations were a little lofty. So we'll see. I don't know if that's like supposed to be a bit of a backbreaker, like do it or else, but it looked like Ovi might be hitting the decline, like right now. Yeah, AHL top 6 forward. I think Ovi is done. So we'll just do this switch for now. Well, we're at 84. The Devils have locked it up at 91. We're out. This could be a problem. So let's go ahead to right here and see if we still have a job. I think it's like June 16th or something, or 19th that it does the evaluation. Oh, we forgot to take a look at the playoff bracket. I'm sorry. Let's do that. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I skipped a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's take a look at the playoffs. And we'll also take a look at the stats before we get going. Okay, so it's still in the first round. So, Florida has already beat New York. The Leafs are down 3-2 by Detroit. Boston's up 3-2 on Columbus. And the Lightning, both logos going kind of like in the same... How is that on your screen? There you go. Both that kind of slant. Anyway. The Lightning and Devils. The Lightning are up 3-2. On the other side, Chicago's in it. So the Blues are up 3-2 on them. The Wild have already moved past the Avs. Seattle is leading the Kings 3-2, and Edmonton has already moved past Winnipeg. All right, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. Let's take a look at our team stats to see how everybody did. Mel, 29 goals, 46 assists for 75 points. HB, 32 goals, 36 assists for 68. The 32 I really like. Days, 17, 44, and 61. Ovechkin, well, not all with us. 23, 36 for 59. Lalonde, 32, 25, and 57. So Lalonde and HB tie for the most goals on the team. McMuffin, 55 points. Tolvanen was disappointing. Sergachev, 30 points. Drysdale, 30 points. Also wish they could have been more. Maybe our coach is too stifling. Maybe we need to play a more offensive style with the players we have. I don't know. Let's check the goalies. Snack, 27-28-5 with a 905 and a 297. Got to be a little better. Corpusalo, 10-10-1 with a 899. Could be a little better, but probably what you expect out of your backup. Not terrible. Not great. Middle of the road as it ended up being. Oh, let's go back to NHL. Let's go to the entire league and just see how crazy people were. Pasta, 66 goals, 126 points. Goodness. McKinnon, 67 and 123. Cale Makar, 101 assists for 117 points. Mikko Rantanen, 56 for 113. McDavid, 52 with 110. Reinhardt, 108 points with 39 goals. Goodness. Draisaitl, 56 with 106. Kachuk, 106 with 48. Mitch Marner, 103. Austin Matthews, 102 with 58. Bedard, 42 with 101. Barkov, 100 with 74 assists. Caulfield, 52 goals. 47 assists for 99 points. Kaprizov, 98 with 50 goals. A lot of goals scored this year. Goodness. Who won the... McKinnon, 67. Pass to 66. Connor, 60. For goalies... Not defensemen, goalies. Carter Hart. Okay. He had 49 wins with a 929 save percentage of 203. Well, we know why they won games. Blackwood 45 with a 920. Alnefelt 39 wins. 911. Skinner 38 wins. Dustin Wolf. Dustin Wolf made it. I don't understand how that worked, but okay, Dustin Wolf is in. 36 goals, 24 losses, 36 wins. Good stuff. Okay. All right, let's see how things resolve. Let's see if I still have a job after this. I am slightly leery. This could go poorly. Although it looks like Moncton's in the playoffs. It's kind of awesome. Moncton is doing okay. Hold on, let's slow it down. The Leafs and the St. Louis Blues are in the final. What is going on? All right, let's back it up just for a second. First of all, let's check out the A. We're facing the Calgary Wranglers. Is this for the Cup? It is. It's for the Calder Cup. Interesting. All right. And in the NHL... But they're just getting started. So let's see what happens with the Calder. Let's see how Moncton made it here. Moncton started playing Belleville and beat them 3-2. Beautiful. And then the Rochester Americans, also beautiful. Checkers in 7 to go to the final. The Wranglers went through the Rockford Ice Hogs, the Gulls, and the Henderson, I think it's like Silver Knights or something. Anyway. That's cool. 1-1 in the final right now. So let's back it up a little bit. Let's just do it. We're not going to slow sim them. We'll quick sim them, but we'll see how it goes. Oh. Oh. 2-2 now. We're going to go. We're going to go 7. I guess we could sim this one. Let's see what happens. It says BAC because I forgot to change it from Burnaby Aces. It should be MNC for Moncton. Anyway. Calgary gets 2. Pinelli gets 1 back. Betts puts 1 in. All right, it's 2-2 into the second. Power play for Calgary. Ranta puts 1 in, 3-2. All right, third period, 3-2 lead. Oh, okay. And we won the Calder. Just gonna try and go in. Dang it. Moncton Lions win the Calder Cup. Johansson 2 assists, Ranta with 1, and Betts with 1. Good stuff. Way to go, Moncton. At least somebody's winning championships around here. Does it count owner if Moncton goes to the... I don't think it counts. That's fine. That's fine. We'll see. See what happens. Now my job is on the line. We won a Calder Cup though, boss. The Toronto Maple Leafs are the Stanley Cup champions, as well as the Calder Cup Moncton Lions. Both of the cups are in Canada this year. Keep current ticket prices, should be fine. Here's the moment. Okay, Utah got our 13th overall pick. I'm not too worried about that. Yep, failed and failed. Neutral. Okay. Woo! Okay, we're saved. We're saved. We're still alive. Alright. We'll get through the retirement. I'm guessing Ovi's gonna retire. Yep. Alexander Ovechkin. 1,988 games played. He was 12 games short of 2,000. That's insane. He had 2,143 points with 1,162 goals. That's unbelievable. Stamkos, 41 years old for Stamkos. 712 goals, 1,506 points in 1,569 games. Scheifele retires, 38. 494 goals, 1,267 points in 1,342 games. JT Miller retires with 1,175 and 1,360. Jamie Benn won himself a Calder and then retires. 1,168 points at 1,596. The Nuge retires. He was with the Phantoms at 38. Over 1,000 points in over 1,400 games. Bo Horvat, 944 and 1,293. Trocheck, 925 and 1,195. Landeskog retires, 38. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. 396 goals and 896 points in 1,212 games. Missed like 3 years of his career. Thomas Hertl, although I think it would have counted like that here, but anyway. Thomas Hertl, who ended up in Dallas. 1,261 games, 829 points. Evander Kane retires. 819 points in 1,414. Granlund, 804 and 1,278. Morrissey retires. 753 points in just over 1,000 games as a defenseman. Pretty good. Palmieri, 739 and 1,289. Card Raquel. Tom Wilson retires at 37. Zucker, he was with Moncton, so he won a Calder and then retired as well. Tatar, OEL retires with Dallas. Nemestikov retires. Pajot, JT Compher, Yanni Gord. Scott Lawton retires at 37. Vetrano, Jacob Trouba, Ryan Hartman, Hampus Lindholm, Andrew Kopp, Adam Lowry, Nick Paul, Rodriguez, Brady Shea, Dumba, Sissons. Alright, let's check out goalies. Tristan Jarry retires, 345 games played, 180. Husso, Johansson, Malcolm Subban, Drieger, Shepard, the other Matt Murray. Alright. Okay. Alright, I think Bo Horvat and Mark Scheifele become coaches. Okay. I think one of our Dean Evison retired. That's too bad. And one of our coaches on Moncton retired as well. Okay. I think we'll call it there. Next time we'll do the draft and so on. At least I didn't get fired. Hey, maybe next year our owner will actually have realistic expectations. Anyway. Have yourselves a good one. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the Stanley Cup coming up this week. I'll talk to you later. Have yourselves a good one, folks. Bye for now.